Hi, family and friends. Welcome to Activity Time with the virtual teacher at TLC TOO, Miss Betty. Our first activity has to do with the color that we are discussing this month, and the color is red. And we are going to make cherries because we know that cherries are red. And basically, what I did is just on a piece of paper drew some leaves and some stems here. Some have circles, some do not, because I am going to demonstrate 3 ways how we can do this project. Okay? So again, we are making cherries, going over the color of the month, which is red. So I have a picture of cherries here as a reference. And I just drew leaves and some stems here on a piece of paper myself. Some have the cherries on, some do not. And the reason why some do not have cherries on is because I am going to show you 3 ways that you can do this at home. The first way is on the stems that do not have cherries. You can use a washable Chubble marker and make cherries. So you would just have your children just dotting cherries. This is the first way you can do cherries. The second way, and this is how it looks, the second way I drew in circles is because you can use that way to have your children just color in the cherries. So use a red crayon and have them color in the cherries. Again, we are discussing that cherries are red. Red is the color that we are going over in the month of September. So we wanted to do an activity that deals with the color, and cherries are red. So the first way I did it was stamping in using a washable Chubble marker. The second way I did it was coloring in the cherries with a red crayon. So the first, we stamped it in. The second, we colored it in. And now we're going to do the third way that we can do it. You can use this example to do it all at the same time, or if you wanted to do one way, you can do it. So I just wanted to give you 3 examples on how you can do it. Okay? So the third way is to use, I have red buttons here. If you do not have red buttons, you can use anything that's red. Even if you want to use a piece of paper that's red, cut it up in a circle and use it red. Okay? So I have red buttons here, and I have some glue. And we're going to glue on buttons. And this is the third way we can use to make our cherries. And while we're doing this, we also are talking about the shape of the month, which is a circle. So we also know that cherries have a circle shape. So while you're going over this activity, not only are you discussing the color, you can also talk about the shape. So cherries are red, and cherries also are shaped in a circle. So these are the 3 ways that I did this activity. First, we stamped it in with a markable Chubble marker. That was the first way I showed you. The second way I showed you is when I did the stem, I drew in the circles, and you can have your children color in the cherries with a red crayon. And then the final way, the third way I did, is I left it blank, and we put red buttons there. But either way you like, we still made cherries. Okay, this is the first example that I wanted to do, where we discuss the color and the shape in this activity. The next activity I wanted to do is a 1-to-1 math correspondence. Now, you can actually have fun with this game. So I made some cards. This is just from construction paper with dots. So I just did numbers 1 to 5. I wrote them on a piece of paper. You know your child. If your child can go higher than that, then you can go higher than that. You can use 2 pieces of paper, however you like. I just wanted to do an example of some numbers to show you how it works. But you know your child. If your child can, go up to 5, you want to do it that way. If your child can only do 1 and 2, do 1 and 2. But do whatever you know your child is capable of doing. Okay? And this actually can be a fun game. You can actually put the cards that I made with the dots, you can put it in kinetic sand, and it can be a math hunt. You can do it that way. You can make a game out of it, call the cards, and let them match. You can do it however you want, but I just wanted to show you what math one-to-one correspondence is. So math one-to-one correspondence is, for an example, you will ask your child, how many dots do you see? And they will count 1. And then you will match the dot with the number. So 1 dot goes on 1. How many dots do you see? Have them count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dots go on the number 5. How many dots do you see? 1, 2, 3. 3 dots goes on the number 3. How many dots do you see? Let's count them. 1, 2. 2 dots goes on the number 2. Can you tell me how many dots do we have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 4 dots goes on the number 4. And again, you can make a fun game out of it. If you have kinetic sand, you can do a math hunt. Put the cards inside of the kinetic sand and let them dig for it. And do the same example that I did. Ask them how many dots, have them count them, and put it on the number. But again, this is math one-to-one correspondence. It's very important. It's very a good way to teach your child numbers and counting. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed my activities on today. See you next time.